Let's not forget the simple rule that if I'm up here talking, you're not. Molly and Carol, what did I just say? Molly, what did I just say? Put your mind way back. Okay. Last words out of my mouth before what did I just say? Any idea? Huh? Anybody throw out there, what did I just say? Lainey Kabark?
I'm up here at the board and talking.
Yes. It's a simple little rule I like to follow just because it makes my life easier. It's hard for me to concentrate when I hear talking in the background. And I don't know why that is. It could be my... first things first, listen to me very carefully. If the book asks you to do short division, just do regular division. Short division is not, I'm not a big fan of, nor do I think it's really necessary for you all right now. So if you see the word short division and they ask you to do it, just do normal division. Now, divisibility. What does divisibility mean? Does anybody know what divisibility is? We haven't talked divisibility, have we? Perfect. Then this will be absolutely fine. Ben, you gonna take a stab at it?
Does it involve dividing?
It does. Jaden?
Is it like where they have the m and then number of how much is it dividing or divided by?
Yes or no?
Oh, yeah. Like 6 m equals.
No, we're not to that yet. Oh boy. Divisibility means can you divide evenly by a number? Yeah, close enough. Which means this. If you were sharing a bunch of cookies with some friends, let's say you're sharing with 2 of your friends, so there are 3 of you, okay? Divisibility by 3 means what number of cookies would you have so that it's really easy to give everybody the same amount. For example, obviously, if you had 6 cookies, you can divide that by 3 and you get 2. Everybody gets 2 cookies. Or if you have 12 cookies, 12 is evenly divided by 3, 4 cookies. Okay, that's what divisibility means. Can you divide it evenly without having a remainder or leftover stuff? And we have some what we call rules of divisibility. Rules of divisibility. Okay, and they're pretty simple, but they're very helpful. Okay, they're very helpful. And write this down. Sounds like we're having a good time. Here we go. Ready? Write this down. A number can be divided by, we're going to start off with that little saying, a number can be divided by, we're going to put a little colon there because we're going to make a very short list. There's not many we're going to talk about right now. Just 3 of them. A number can be divided by 3. How do you know if a number can be divided by 3? We should actually, I'm going to stop. We're going to change this. Let's start with a number can be divided by 2. How do you know if a number can be divided by 2? 2 goes into what types of numbers always evenly? You can divide a number by 2 if, in fact, Brianna? Right. There you go. So we got the easy. If it's even. Every even number can be cut in half, which is what divided by 2 is. You know, if you had a number 6,306, you know you can cut that in half. It can be divided by 2. Good. Now, how about 3? We've got 2. What about 3? How do you know if 3 goes into a number? Which, by the way, you can sit there and go through all the numbers that 3 goes into by counting off by 3s. If you count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, blah, blah, blah. But if I gave you a number like 111, you don't want to sit and count by threes and see if you actually end up on 111. That's kind of a long process. There is a shorter way to figure it out. Does anybody know what that way is, Jillian?
You divide one that by 6.
Nope, not dividing by 6. And it doesn't involve, and you're not going to sit and divide it by 3 and see if it works out evenly, because that's a long ways to do too. There's a very quick way which nobody knows good. Then you'll learn something today. To find out if it's divisible by 3, we use a rule that we call the sum of its digits. The sum of its digits, which will mean absolutely, positively nothing to you until we explain what that means. What sum of its digits means is that you add all digits together, and if that sum is divisible by 3, the number hashtag is divisible by 3. And I'm going to say that you probably don't know what this means either, do you? That's why we do examples. The sum of the digits rule says you need to add all the digits together, and if that sum can be divided by 3 evenly, then the original number can be divided by 3. But I see you're still writing, so we won't do an example until you're good and ready. We'll go back to this number right here. The tension is so thick I can cut it with a knife. Okay, what that means is this. If you're trying to see if 3 goes into 111, you add the digits in 111 together. In other words, you take 1 plus 1 plus 1, which gives you 3. You look at that 3 and say, does 3 go evenly into 3? If it does, then 3 also goes evenly into that number you started with. It's the sum of its digits. Let me give you another one. 222. Does 3 go into 222? You add its digits together. What is 2 plus 2 plus 2?
6.
Does 3 go into 6? Yes, so 3 will go into 222. We should do it just for fun, just to show you. 3 goes into 222, what, 7 is 21, and 3 goes into 12. It goes into it 74 times. Okay, but you know that it goes evenly into it. How about, does 3 go into the number 1,342,043? Now that gets a little tougher to do, but you need to add the numbers together. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is?
8.
8 plus 2 is?
10.
10 plus 4?
14.
14 plus 3?
17.
Does 3 go evenly into 17? No, 3 won't go evenly into that number either. So rather than you having and taking 3 and dividing it into it, sometimes it helps us to know that. Perfect. We got 2 more to do. The number 6. How do we know if 3 can be divided by, or number can be divided by 6? Start at the column here. A number is divided by 6. I'll just tell you this one. Okay, for a number to be divisible by 6, it has to be, it must be even and divisible by 3. Okay, it must be even and divisible by 3. If for 6 to go into a number, it needs to be even and divisible by 3. Will 6 go into 222?
Yes.
So you have to answer those two questions. First of all, it has to be even. Is it even? Yes. Can 3 go into it? Yes. So if it's both even and 3 goes into it, it's 6. Going back to 111, does 6 go into 111? No, you can rule it out right away because it is not even. So look at that first. Let's say I've got the number 72. Is it even? Yes. Can be divisible by 3. 7 plus 2 is 9. Does 3 go? Yes. So this can be divided by 6 as well. Okay. And then the last one, let's go with a different color. Take this. 9. How do I know if a number is divisible by 9? And luckily for you, 9 is also this sum of its digits. Sum of digits. Which means if you add all the digits together and you can divide 9 into it, then you'll be able to divide 9 into the original number there. So here, let's take a quick test here. Let's say I've got the number 468. Okay. Is it divisible by, let's answer 2, 3, 6, 9. Let's do it first of all. Is 468 divisible by 2, Emily?
No. I mean, yes.
It's even, so yes, divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3?
Yes.
Add the digits together. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 8 is, does 3 go into 18 evenly?
Yes.
So yes. Now, is it divisible by 6?
Yes.
If it's divisible by both of these, it's obviously divisible by 6. And is it divisible by 9?
Yes.
Yes, because it is 18. How about another one? 3,412. 2, 3, 6, 9. Divisible by 2, Isabel, yes or no?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because it's even.
Because it's even. Divisible by 3?
No.
Who says no? Why not, Ben? 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 equals 10. Does 3 go into 10?
No.
So, is it divisible by 6?
No.
No, because in order for it to be divisible by 6, it has to be yes to both of these. Divisible by 9?
No.
No, because 9 doesn't go evenly into 10. Isn't that probably one of the most exciting things we've